Hello, and welcome to another set of readings of Lotus Love Tarot 555. Okay, you guys, I have been led to do a coronavirus reading. I'm just trying to see for myself, what is going on for those of you who are in the United States. Things are shutting down, closing down left and right at this point. We know what has already happened in China, which seems to be the starting point for this virus. So these are the cards that I'm going to be using. And let's just see where this is going. Let's just see where this is going, what to expect, you know, what we need to prepare for. How long is this going to last? I'm just asking general questions myself because I don't know. But it's always great to be informed. And one thing about me is I trust the Holy Spirit to lead us and guide us and tell us, what we need to do, how we need to do it. And I really trust the guidance that I receive on a daily basis. And I just thank God for allowing us to have a forum to be able to connect, to get an outlook. You all do realize that, you have to be in a high vibrational state to be able to even understand what is happening right now and what to do. You have to be at a high vibrational state to receive the wisdom and the understanding of how to handle situations like this. So let's just look a little further and see where it goes. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth as it relates to the coronavirus that has hit this world? What messages need to go forth? What do we need to know? For what you have us to know in reference to the coronavirus. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth? Any more messages for the coronavirus? Any more messages for the coronavirus? Okay. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth as it relates to the coronavirus? What messages need to go forth? What do we need to know? What do we need to know right now as it relates to the coronavirus? What messages need to come forth as it relates to the coronavirus? Okay. Okay, Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth as it relates to the coronavirus? What messages need to go forth? What do we need to know as it relates to the coronavirus? What messages need to go forth? And what do we need to know as it relates to the coronavirus? What do we need to know? What messages need to come forth? Okay. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth as it relates to the coronavirus? What do we need to know? What messages need to go forth as it relates to the coronavirus? What messages? Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to read them as they come to me, as the messages come to me. These are what we call our jumpstart messages. And so we're just going to flip over, and whatever's coming to me as we look at that card, I'm going to tell you what I'm getting, okay? So the first one is alchemy. It says you have the Midas touch right now. Every project you begin turns to gold. What this is saying to me is that during this time period, some people are going to get rich. Some people are going to really be able to cash in and really triple, quadruple their money because they are ready and prepared to sow into the stock market when it crashes, to sow into areas where people are in great need right now, as far as some people are, really buying masks, anything, gloves, any hand sanitizer. So people that are, some people may even be turning these things into businesses, okay? But if you are focusing right, if you plant your money right, this could be a time period where you really begin to make a lot of money. For those that have businesses that are online, you may see a surplus. So, and for those who may be working at home, this could be a time that you sow in and begin to, be a time that you begin to plan, for your own business. Father healing, your personal power increases as you give father-related issues to heaven. What we're asking with this card is that some fathers are going to really be, how can I put this, affected by this virus. When I think about father healing, I'm talking about older men. Okay, I feel like it's going to really affect older men a lot more so than maybe a woman at this point. So for fathers, I'm thinking about grandfather age. I feel like that is going to be the age group that is really, really going to be affected by this coronavirus. So for those that have elderly fathers in your home or in nursing homes or what have you, if I were you, I would do an extra precaution in protecting them, because I feel like that is going to be the group that's going to be affected the most. Lean on God and the angels for support. So during this time, we are definitely going to have to lean on God and angels for support. What does that mean? You're going to have wisdom. You're going to have to get spiritual direction. You're going to have to use your intuition on the moves to make and when you should make the moves. If your spirit tells you to do something, you need to go to do it. If your spirit is telling you fill up on gas, go fill up on gas. If your spirit is telling you go get food, you need to go get food. If your spirit is telling you to stock up on a certain kind of food, then you need to do that, okay? Lean on God and the angels for support. Listen to your wisdom and your intuition during this time. Innocence. Okay, so for some people, they're going to have an innocence about what is happening, which means they're not going to truly have an understanding. They're not going to really take it seriously. They're going to think that this is going to be something that's going to come and that's going to go. But even though you're innocent in realizing, or you're innocent in thinking that this is not something that is going to be very, very serious, it is going to be, okay? Even though you have an innocence about who you are, even though you have an innocence in realizing that, good comes to all, and it's okay to come from that space. But in your innocence, you need to make sure you lean on God and the angels for support, even when your innocence is not understanding. That's really where I'm trying to go. I was trying to figure out what the words to say. The innocence is not really understanding what is really happening. So you're going to have to lean on God. You're going to have to use your wisdom. You're going to have to use your intuition, because you're not going to understand, because there's an innocence there. There's an innocence behind everything right now with your understanding, because you don't understand, okay? But this is where the leaning on God and the angels for support, this is where really listening to your intuition right now is crucial. It's crucial. Okay, love life. The basis of your questions involve your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. By the love life card coming out, I feel like families are going to get closer together now. I feel like this is going to bring people closer together. This is not more so about romantic, the romance side, but just love, period. People are going to love life more after this epidemic that's happening, okay? Is it or panic? I think it's pandemic. Okay, but people are going to love life more. They're going to respect life more. I think if people are things are shut down to the point that there'll be no movement. Families going to have to come together. Families going to be together for a very, very long time. But I think during this time period, we're going to appreciate life a lot more. This is a time that people are going to emotionally heal. There's been situations, problems that have happened in families and relationships, what have you. This is going to be a time of coming together. Okay, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. And that's going to be the blessings of healing taking place, because this is a very, very serious time now. It's a very, very serious time now. People are going to look at their relationships that have gone south and realize that, some things just aren't worth it. Some things just aren't worth it. So there's going to be a lot of healing during this time. Okay. I think when we say this unlikely card, I think this is meaning that this thing is unlikely to change anytime soon. I feel like it's going to be with us for a long time, before it's going to get much worse before it gets better. Okay, so it's unlikely that things are going to change anytime soon. Spirit is telling us to make sure before we do anything crazy, make sure that we wait and get directions, clear directions. I'm talking about directions from Spirit, as opposed to everything you're hearing on the TV or what have you, because that will make you go a little stir crazy. Things that you read, things that you hear. Make sure you wait until you get your guidance from Spirit. And again, I cannot stress this enough. You must be in a high vibrational state. You really, really, really must be in a high vibrational state to be able to hear right. So if you know that you're one, and what does low vibration mean? That means you're one that gossips. You maybe addicted to drugs, to alcohol. Not really kind with your tongue. That means you're operating at a very, very low state. Okay, especially if you're afraid of everything. You need to make sure you gravitate to someone who is more on a high vibrational level, that really is in tune with Spirit and really understands. That's where your guidance needs to come from. So you need to wait until you get guidance from Spirit. Communicate clearly. Really communicate what your needs are right now. Really communicate what you need in your house. Really communicate to your family members what everyone needs to do. But you need to communicate clearly. Don't panic. Don't fear. Don't move out in a way where it's gonna make everything crazy. Don't do it like that. But really, really strategically communicate clearly what everyone needs. What's going to be able to sustain you? What are you going to be? What do you need to put in place? Okay, for the long run. All right. Okay, let's keep going. Holy Spirit, divine, creative universe, what messages need to go forth as it relates to the coronavirus? What needs to go forth? What messages need to go forth as it relates to the coronavirus? What do we need to know? Holy Spirit, divine, creative universe, what messages need to go forth as it relates to the coronavirus? What messages need to go forth? What messages need to go forth? Okay. Okay, you guys, we have Temperance in reverse, the Devil, Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands in reverse, King of Cups, Seven of Wands in reverse, Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the overarching energy is the Three of Wands. Okay, so what this is telling me right now is the Temperance in reverse. We're about to move into an area where there's going to be it's going to be extreme, you guys. This is a severe lack of balance that everyone's going to be in. Everything. This is about to throw everything all off. Okay, this is also going to be very, very excessive. What does that mean? That anything that could happen is going to happen at a very excessive rate at this point. It's going to be very extreme in our lives. It's going to throw everything out of balance. So anything that you were used to, it's not going to be there right now. It's not going to be there. And then that being coupled with the Devil, this is greed. People are going to be very, very greedy during this time. They're going to be very, very greedy. They're not going to think about their neighbors. They're not going to think about other people. They're going to be addicted to the greediness, the materialism, because they want to keep their comforts. They want to keep their own comforts within their own homes and not thinking about other people. And that's where the shortage is going to come from. That's where the lack of balance is going to come from, because people are not going to do the things that they've used. They're not going to have the things that they used to have to bring bring that security that they're used to into their homes. They're not going to be able to. And with this Eight of Cups, This is people trying to walk away from what is happening, not really in their minds understanding what is really going on, not really accepting, just trying to take what's theirs and go and move forward. But the thing about it is that they don't know where they're going. Okay, they don't really understand what they're walking away from. You're not going to be able to get away from this, but people are going to try. They're going to try very hard. What does that mean? So they're going to continue to try to, walk towards just taking what they want, what's theirs, and walk towards, trying to find out information, which is the Eight of Wands in reverse, trying to find out information, but they're not going to be able to find out anything because everything is slowing down. Everything is slowing down. Communication is slowing down. No matter how you try to seek it out or walk towards it or go towards it, it's not going to happen. It's going to happen, but it's going to come very, very slow on how to get out of this. Okay. There is going to be, leadership that raises up, that's going to, show compassion, to try to have control, to try to restore balance, okay? But it's not going to work with the Seven of Wands in reverse. This is just feeling just overwhelmed. This is people just feeling overwhelmed. This is people having destroyed confidence. Some people may be giving up. Especially if this has affected your own household or your own family with those that have been quarantined. I mean, people are going to try to bring this. This is people trying to bring forth. This could be doctors, trying to bring forth compassion and trying to seek control. This could be leaders. They're going to try real hard, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work, okay? Because people are going to be overwhelmed, and that's what that is. Seven of Wands in reverse, that means being overwhelmed about what's taking place. And this is more news with the Page of Wands. This is more news trying to come in. But if you look, they're looking away from all this that's happening. Even though people are this is going to be somebody trying to keep things in control and balance, but it's not going to work. And they're not going to be accepting of the news because their back is towards this. Whoever this person is that's over, or people that's overwhelmed, that confidence, they feel like giving up, once this thing goes on and on and on, they're not even going to accept the news anymore because the back is towards it. And so the news is looking towards this Knight of Pentacles, and this Knight of Pentacles, his back is towards the news as well. This is slow. This is people trying to have patience. This is people trying to work to, get this thing under control. But again, it's going to happen very, very slow. It's going to come, but it's going to happen at a very slow pace. And remember, we had slow here as well. We had slow here as well with the Eight of Wands. I'm sorry, I just sneezed myself. Okay. So with the Three of Wands as the overarching energy, this is teamwork. This is people having to work together. This also represents rapid growth. I do believe this thing is going to spread so fast. It's going to be very, very rapid. I mean, one day you're going to wake up and the next day you're going to realize nobody can't go anywhere or do anything. And I think that's what this card is representing as the overarching energy, that it's going to happen very, very rapidly. It's going to expand very, very rapidly. Okay, very, very rapidly, and people are going to have to work together. People are looking for truth. Okay, so right now we're seeking truth. We're trying to understand what is the truth. I don't think we know what the truth is. How this thing came about, but we're seeking, answers right now. How did this thing come about? Was this something that was man-made and was it planted? What is this? Okay. Nobody's going to be able to manifest anything right now. Nothing's going to be able to be manifested. And also, this could represent deception as well. Okay, so the Magician in reverse could represent deception. So if the truth that we're trying to understand, are we being deceived? Are we being deceived about what really is going on with this? This is a lesson that the world is going to have to learn right now. This is a lesson for all of us. This is a lesson that we all are going to have to learn, or will learn, through what is taking place right now. And I feel like it's going to be a very, very hard lesson, but it's for all of our highest good, because I think we're going to understand what truth is, even if it was done from a deceptive manner. We're going to know what truth is, and it's going to work out for our good eventually, because these burdens are going to be very heavy. They're going to be extremely heavy with this Ten of Swords in reverse. This is not being able to stand or can't take anymore. Because once again, this is people they're trying to avoid conflict. They're trying to do everything in their manner to prevent what's happening. But I don't think they're going to be able to, because the burdens are just so high. But this is people trying to avoid any problems, any situation, trying to head it off. Trying to head it off. Yeah, to the point they're trying to move away from any conflict. They're trying their best to avoid it. Trying to move away from it. But no, this is going to break many hearts. I think from people maybe dying, family members pass. And I think we're going to see things on the news or through communication vehicles that it's going to be a lot of heartbreak. And it's just going to put people in almost a state that of just, your mind's not even going to be able to wrap around what's happening anymore. You're just simply going to have to just rest and just take in everything that's happening. You're just going to have to rest. I feel like this is something from the past. This might be something that was reincarnated or reinvented from maybe another strand from the past. We had different strands of Ebola and, different viruses, from the past. So I feel like this is something revisiting us from the past. This is a virus or something. I feel like it's something from the past that is coming back, but I feel like it's going to be much worse than other things that we've seen. Yeah, there it is right there, Ten of Wands in reverse. I mean, this is over. This is burdens that you can't even weather on your own shoulders. I mean, this is just being totally stressed, totally burdened. Just this other 10. I mean, both of them are in reverse. It just can't get any worse. It doesn't get any clearer than this. Once again, just trying to avoid the conflict. People are going to try their best to try to avoid so this doesn't penetrate their homes. They're going to really try hard to do that. And it's not going to work. This is being remorseful. This is being understanding what is happening, but having such regret in their heart about what has happened. And this the deception. We're being betrayed. Somebody's being betrayed here. And there's not going to be any teamwork. People are not going to be working together. The love is gone. My goodness, I'm just going to stop. Golly. Because people feel like they're out in the cold. You know what? I'm going to stop here. I think we pretty much know where we're going with this. And the only thing I can tell you is that you just need to prepare. Make sure you listen to the wisdom and the guidance that has been given to you. Until next time. Bye-bye.